Objection? Is a contradiction? Then prove it with evidence.
Oh,
No
that thing I
problem.
have to do again, apparently.
She's right. Let's see some evidence.
Okay, thank you.
Do you have evidence to support your claim of a contradiction?
Yeah, this. Eat it, present. Take that. You claim to have seen the exact same thing that Mo saw that night. Do you stand by that?
What do you mean?
It's a simple yes or no question, dude.
The silk hat.
What about the silk hat? I saw that Max's head as he flew by my window.
Well, you should have tried looking down out of your window that night.
That would have made it quite difficult considering the state that I am in. Just looking outside of the window was a tough enough challenge for me.
Ooh, I think he might have undone himself with that one.
I guess it depends on if his, torso is partially paralyzed or not. But if it's just his legs, you can sit up in bed, man. Like to look out the window.
But he wouldn't have been able to, look down. For that,
Yeah,
you gotta
yeah,
be, near the window.
Well, that's why he said he was flying, third floor. But that's a shame, because you would have noticed the silk hat found on the scene.
That's the ringmaster's hat, right?
Wrong.
No.
Survey says.
Ooh, afraid not. No matter how you look at it, this is Max's silk hat. Look at that audacious feather.
Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Are you saying that Max has 2 silk hats?
I mean, that would make sense, as he's, a performer and having built to perform, but that's not really what I'm saying. This is a handmade, one-of-a-kind model made only for Maximilian Galactica, which means, just like that baseball glove that was custom ordered as well, Acro, tap,
Man,
that
we're having a
you've
ton
been
of callbacks.
fitting on the stand. I'm calling it all wow.
Order!
No, you don't understand. For you see, as always, it looks like someone just had to open their mouth before sinking.
Are you okay, Nick?
Well, I opened my big mouth and now I have to back it up. Oh, did we do something wrong?
How about it, Mr. Wright? What would cause this witness to commit perjury in this court today?
Oh, Acro's the real culprit. That's, I think, where this is going.
We're going for it?
Yeah, that's where I think this is going. Because now we accuse him, and now we compress him in the future.
Okay.
Because I think
okay.
this is all leading up to the fact that it wasn't Max, it was his bust. Because the bust's hat can't fall off.
Yeah.
And so he must have seen the bust.
Listen, I don't disagree with what you're saying, but I also don't think that Acro is necessarily lying. Because
Well, the
he could have
music
saw the
stopped.
hat. No, I know, but I think this is a whole.
We'll figure it out.
I'm assuming, I think that the way that the thread is going is that they couldn't see his hat because the hat would have had to fall off before he flew away. Because otherwise the hat wouldn't have landed right near the crime scene. It would have landed somewhere else. It's a light hat, it kind of would have floated away. If you,
But there was
flew
a
away.
storm, and it could have been blown very easily down to the crime scene.
See, and my argument was that there was a storm, so it would have been blown away from the crime scene if he was higher up. I feel
But
like
what if he flew away from the crime scene and it blew back towards the crime scene?
Well, then none of this should be, able to happen
That's
at all.
what I'm saying.
Oh, God. But, Your Honor, on this occasion, point, the defense accuses Acro himself.
On this occasion?
Yeah, that's an interesting framing of words. Accuses Acro? What in the world are you accusing him of? It couldn't be the thing we're here for, right?
Okay, I think the whole point of this is that Acro didn't actually see the thing at all, and that's why he ended up hitting the ringmaster and not Regina, because remember, his whole idea was to get Regina, so he could hit Regina over the head with the statue by swinging it down and pulling it back up, all from the safety of his room. But thus he wouldn't have been able to see anything, and thus he wouldn't have been able to know that it was or was not Regina who was down there.
Okay, I agree with that interpretation. That checks out.
Obviously, we accuse him of the murder of Russell Berry, the ringmaster. Duh.
Mr. Wright, are you serious?
Your Honor, this is just a prank.
I'm deadly serious, Your Honor. Serious as a shark shark attack.
Tiger.
I think your trips to the circus have served you well. You seem to have learned how to try and grab at audiences' hearts and minds.
Hey, pathos is a big part of law, apparently.
Your Honor, don't allow yourself to be swayed by the theatrics. Trying to wow the crowd with smoke and mirrors is the oldest bluff in the book.
Really? I did not know that, and I've been at this job for how long?
I mean, yeah, Your Honor, you're old enough to have a first edition copy of the book I was referring to. If you don't believe me, just look at the witness. He's calm enough for it to be almost scary.
Look how chill he is talking to his bird.
Sounds like a point against him.
Yeah, don't we
Look at him.
remember?
He's
Judge,
a regular Disney princess.
Judge, don't we remember how incredibly chill that Damon Gant and Von Karma were before they were ousted as incredible killer masterminds? I'm just saying.
Literally.
Oh my god! He's staying rather calm and collected. Hummingbird, go away.
It's poking your eye. Mr. Dingling. Wait, Dingling. Sorry. Do you have any response to the defense's accusation? I'm sorry. Those words are smashed together. I'm saying Dingling. I'm sorry.
No, I'm laughing so hard because I didn't think you said it wrong the first time.
No, I definitely said,
Yeah, you definitely said,
at least I'm pretty sure I did.
No, you did. But I'm saying I thought dingaling was the correct pronunciation.
It's not.
I don't really need to say a thing, do I?
What do you mean?
Everyone, take a good look at me. Okay, not that good of a look. I mean, I can't even stand up by myself, let alone leave the lodging house.
I'm blushing. Don't look that hard.
That's true.
I understand that Mr. Wright is just trying to help his client, but to do this by accusing me of a murder of all things.
Tweet.
I'm curious to see what his breakdown is gonna be like.
See? Even a sliver of common sense makes it clear the accusation is ludicrous.
Why do I want the birds to like pull at his hair or something?
I do agree.
Way to
She's
pick
right,
on the
yes.
disabled, you heartless
Phoenix is a
cruel
poopy
man.
head!
See that, Mr. Phoenix Wright? That 4-year-old is not even a paid actress.
Yeah, who let the 4-year-old in the court now?
She's indicative of the common man. If you're
It was
trying to drum
Regina.
support from the peanut gallery, that's how you do it. I think that's enough of this little game. I've got a doctor's note to confirm that Acro is unable to stand under his own power.
Okay, I'm sorry. Are you trying to tell me that a person in a wheelchair is incapable of, like, getting up behind someone and, like, knocking them out? Like, I don't know. I feel like while
Not
it
just
would
a
be
person in a
difficult...
wheelchair. Not just a person. We're talking about a crow.
A crow?
What?
Oh,
A crowbat.
okay.
I got so confused.
Well, it was like a bird pun, but I feel like it was accidental.
Maybe the defense is planning on making a claim to counter this as well. I can hear the defense now. Acro had an accomplice.
What do you say about this, Mr. Wright?
I don't think he
Did
did.
Acro have an accomplice?
I don't think he did. I don't think he did.
I mean, we only lose one thing if we're wrong.
I very
so
much find
I'm
that
alright with that.
My theory, he got the statue, right? He could hide it in his wheelchair somehow, like he could like put it underneath it or something, right? So he could carry it out, or he could like hold it on his thing, like it'd be easy to carry out. He gets back, he rigs up the whole like trapeze thing because his arms would be not so strong for being an acrobat. I bet you this man could walk around on his hands and he's just like having a time because look at how beefy he is.
We
And
should
two-
measure all things by not so strong increments.
And then he rigs it up and he just lets it drop and like drop on the dude's head and then he raises it back up from his room. Like he has the strong arms. He didn't have an accomplice.
No, then. This must be when we get to hear the name of this mystery accomplice.
Not today.
Not this time, Von Karma.
Nani?
No, I won't, and next I'll say, because you're not gonna sucker me into this one.
What are you blabbering about, Mr. Wright?
Tap, what I'm always blabbering about. There was no accomplice. Point, Acro planned and committed this murder all by himself. Take that, you poopy head naysayer.
Order! What are you getting at? Way to keep them on their toes, Nick.
Now I'm gonna have to prove how it all fits together. I have to show how Acro murdered Russell Berry.
Can you do it, Nick? Can you really do that?
I have no choice now, but I know what I can't do. I can't stop now. If I stop attacking, I'm doomed, and that woodpecker's gonna peck my eye out.
All right, let's do it.
Mr. Phoenix Wright,
Jawohl.
if this witness is the killer, then his eyewitness account is all lies, yeah?
Mr. Wright, I'd like you to clear something up for me.
See, Dylan, this is it. Okay, I have it even better. The ringmaster was totally wearing Max's hat. That's how the hat ended up at the crime scene. He hit him over the head, the hat fell off. That's how it ended up at the crime scene, because that's when he left. He took the hat, he wanted to be Max or whatever, he was just having a good time. So Acro dropped the whole thing and did the whole thing. So he's not lying. He's not perjurous, Dylan. You were right, because he did indeed see Max's silhouette with the hat fly up by his window. It's just on top of it. That's the whole thing.
I think you're right.
When the crime was committed. Oh, okay.
I didn't click anything. He was in his room. He had to be. Take that! He was obviously here the entire time.
That's Acro's room?
The monkey helped him.
Oh my god.
The monkey rigged the wires. Somehow. He got him to do that somehow.
If that's the route we're going.
Pretty simple, huh? Acro wasn't able to leave the lodging house by himself because they put him on the 3rd floor for whatever reason. But in that case, there can be only one correct answer. They need to put in safety regulations for the disabled. Tap! Point! Acro didn't leave his room to kill the ringmaster.
What? Are you nuts?
I'm not so strong then.
What say you, Mr. Dingling?
I literally can't not read that as ding-a-ling every time now.
Sorry.
You've ruined me.
It's an interesting theory. A legal theory. It would make a good thumbnail for a video on YouTube.
That's it? Just giving me thumbnail ideas?
Jess, considering that what you propose is impossible, Jess, that's it.
Can't tell if he's wearing flip-flops or not.
Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
as the witness has stated, your assertion is impossible.
Nay, I say, nay.
Does the vindictive horse?
As he is in a wheelchair, there is no way he could go to the scene or be the killer.
You've got a point, but...
It seems you've forgotten once again, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of the crime.
That's true. Mo said that he saw Max, didn't he? That'll
that
never get
animation
old.
every time. But
It's
Maya,
brilliant.
it's still impossible for humans to fly without assistance of the wires and...
Do you mind if I ask a question, Mr. Wright?
What is it? That's not really how this works, but I'll allow it, I guess.
I understand some of your logic. However, do you think that I killed him?
Well, yeah.
If I can't leave my room, I obviously couldn't wear Max's costume.
You didn't have to. But I still have to think, how did he do it? That's the next course of this legal buffet.
Be careful, Nick. If you mess up here.
Oh no, don't tell me. She's right. I can't mess up here. I gotta give this oh god. I gotta give this one some serious thought. I'm sure that Akron killed the ringmaster. But how? And he did it while he was in a room. No doubt about it. Okay, only 2.
Time to enlighten us as how to Mr. Dingling committed the crime, Mr. Wright.
We gotta present evidence, and it's gotta be the bust. I'm gonna present some evidence to do that, like normal. I don't know why I'm like spelling it out this time.
So what did Mr. Dingling use? Oh my god, I did it again! What did Mr. Dingling use to commit the crime of murder against Russell Berry?
This one, the bust photo. Max G bust.
I mean, it was missing.
Yep.
It wasn't
Eat a
there.
present. Take that.
What's that? A picture? I'm still unfamiliar with these. We've used them in so many court cases, but what is a picture?
I'm used to stone-carved tablet. It is indeed. The problem is with the item that's shown in the picture.
The bust?
It's quite a large bust, and because it's life-sized, it is also very, very heavy.
Heavy?
Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death. Especially if it was dropped from a 3rd-story window. Oh, he's getting serious now. Tap! See, this is how Acro was able to kill the ringmaster. Point! With the force of gravity and Maximilian Galactica's ample bust.
Well, he does have an ample bust. Yes, I've seen him shirtless. It's true. Wow.
Order! So you're saying the bust fell onto the ringmaster?
How some would like to die. I mean, rather simple crime. Even if you
I
were
never
struck
thought I'd die by
in
being
a-
crushed to death by a bust. I
I
always
always
hoped I would.
If you were stuck in a wheelchair, it would be incredibly easy to commit.
Objection! How could you possibly wheel a wheelchair with something so heavy? It's impossible!
He got the Nutso arms. Well, Acro is an acrobat. Look, Nutso is very important for the strength of the arms. Damn, he should have more than enough upper body strength to carry something like a bust. Yeah.
Mr. Dingling, how do you respond to these charges?
Mars taking it very slowly every time to stop
If
messing
I
it
don't
up.
say it slowly, I will say dingaling.
don't
And
know.
I can't help but wonder if that was on purpose.
No, it's the Ringling Brothers Circus is the joke, I think.
If it's Ringling, then it would be Dingling.
Yeah, but not Ding-a-ling.
Right.
Yeah. I hope you enjoyed watching this episode of Ace Attorney. We play live once a week on Twitch and YouTube.
Thank you so much for the Giga Chads who became members. We really appreciate it.
If you like what you've seen so far, consider giving us a like, commenting, or subscribing for more content and chaos from us.
See you next time.